What is up, everybody? Back in the print shop. This time I want to take a second to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. It seems like everybody on the internet has something to say about it. I want to throw my opinion into the ring. I'm not even trying anybody to tell you what to do with your money, because if you want to buy this thing and you think it's going to provide you with hours and hours of fun, then go ahead and buy it. I mean, I hope you do enjoy it. But for me, I don't know. I got a lot of issues that make me not wanna jump in at least right away. And we're gonna go ahead and talk about those. So what I want to go ahead and do first is grab my pile of games, because I don't want anybody get the wrong impression here. But yeah, that's everything. This right here is probably a quarter of my Nintendo Switch games that I have right now, at least for the original Switch. So there. Not a fanboy, and what I say does not mean that I am a Nintendo hater. But part of the reason why I have that stack of games and I'm worried about the Nintendo Switch 2 is this. That right there is my Nintendo Switch about 2 months ago. Anybody that knows what that is knows no bueno. It's a very bad day for the Animal Crossing Switch. That being said, I was waiting for the Nintendo Switch 2 announcement to actually replace that dumb thing. Didn't make any sense to go out and buy a regular Switch when the Switch 2 had to be on its way. So I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago, Nintendo just announced this year's Switch 2. I can look at the hardware and say they made some improvements. But when I compare the Switch 2 to my ROG Ally, that's when things start to get a little bit kind of dicey for Nintendo, because this thing right here looks like, where'd it go? For just the Switch 2, you're looking at $500 with tax. Let's just call it what it is. You add a game, it's definitely $500. Oh yeah, you don't want to play with horrible Joy-Con controllers? That's going to be $80. When it comes to the cost of this thing, I get it. They want to say it's cutting edge technology, and it's not cheap to have cutting edge technology. Well, I don't want to get political and talk about tariffs and all that crap that's going to make this thing more expensive, because this is not cutting edge technology. This is 3-year-old technology at best. You look at the specs of the ROG Ally, and you're not sitting there getting your mind blown by Mario Kart in 2025. No offense to Mario Kart. I'm sure there are people out there that love Mario Kart, and for them, another new Mario Kart game is going to be a great thing to hear. But for me, I look at Mario Kart hasn't changed in 10 years. It's been the same game with slight variations on the characters and the racetracks that you can go on. That's all fine and dandy. But the core gameplay of Mario Kart and the rubber banding, the unfair items and all that nonsense, I'm personally over that. You could take Animal Crossing, Pokemon, and Mario Kart, which are like the 3 main Nintendo franchise. Well, they're 3 of the main Nintendo franchises that have kept the company going and that I've bought too many times at this point. I don't see myself shelling out $80 for Mario Kart anytime soon. And Donkey Kong Bonanza, that doesn't do anything for me. Bravely Default, oh yeah, I already have that digitally that I bought 10 years ago. Oh, you're telling me I could get Tears of the Kingdom on the Nintendo Switch too, and it's only going to cost me $80? Sweet. Oh, Breath of the Wild is going to cost $70? Oh, even better. You're not even going to tell me about how this Metroid right here is going to probably cost $90. So add all of that up. Nintendo Switch console, a game at $80, a controller, and there's just no way I'm dropping that kind of money on a system that can play Street Fighter 6 and Elden Ring. Are you kidding me? Elden Ring? I've already bought Elden Ring twice. I've got it on PC and I've bought it on PS5. I'm not excited to drop any more money on Elden Ring. And then when I think about those games that I'm actually going to buy, you know, that if they each got a sequel, you're probably thinking, okay, I'm going to buy 15 games for this console. And maybe a couple more here and there that'll surprise me. So we'll say 20 games. Do I really want to invest that much money into a console that I could see myself buying 20 games for over the next 8 to 10 years? I don't know. That's a hard sell for me. That's a very hard sell. Again, I go back and I tell you to go ahead and look up what these handheld gaming PCs like the ROG Ally are actually costing and how much better they are with displays, storage, RAM, spec for spec. This thing's going to blow the Nintendo Switch out of the water. So that's my opinion on it. You know, I'm not telling anybody to boycott Nintendo. I don't think that telling people what to do with their money is really the way to go about this. If you think that this console is worth your time and your money, then great. I'm going off of my history with the Nintendo Switch and remembering that first year when I was done with Breath of the Wild and there was nothing. There was nothing new that came out on that console that was compelling for at least a year and a half. I'm not dropping that kind of money on a console that's going to... I mean, look at this Mario Kart. Are you kidding me? Who's watching this gameplay footage and getting ready to drop $500 on this? I'm just blown away that this is what gets people excited in 2025. I could see maybe if I was a little bit younger, my kid was a little bit younger, we were going to sit around and want to play. You know, maybe if she asked me to get this, I might say, all right, well, you know, you've asked me, I got to do it. But what is this game doing? I'm looking at this and seeing nothing that even makes me want to buy this game if it came out on the regular Switch. I don't see anything here innovative or even interesting. Oh, look at that. Ooh, an item that makes you turn into a glowing blob. Oh, there's costumes now. Wow. Big changes for Mario Kart. I don't know, people. If you're excited, tell me I'm wrong. I don't want to come off as a hater, but I just look at all of this and think, this isn't for me. I think what I'm doing at this point is saying that I'm done with Nintendo consoles. I don't see any reason to invest the money into a console that I'm going to buy 20 games for over the next 10 years. That just doesn't make any sense. Either way, let me know what you think. Am I crazy? Is this going to be... I mean, I don't doubt that it will succeed. I see this in no way being a Wii U situation where it just sits on a console or on a shelf and just dies. think there's too many people at this point that think the whole Switch concept of putting it in a dock, pulling it out, is just something that they want in their life. For me, I'll stick to the ROG Ally. That's got PC games, the entire PC gaming library as far back as you can go, plus emulation. You throw emulation on to the PC side of things and the ROG Ally, and the Nintendo Switch actually seems like a ripoff to me with the lockdown Nintendo ecosystem. I don't know. Guys, tell me in the comments, am I wrong? Am I being too hard on Nintendo? Is this really a great idea? And do you really think that this is cutting edge technology? Leave a comment down below. And don't forget that there is still a contest going. I know it's been a while since I've actually done 3D printing content, but it's coming back. I promise you. I promise you, I have not forgot about the 3D printing crowd that watches me. And just to kind of show everybody, I still have my points. I haven't used a single one yet. All we've been doing is accumulating them. So there is still a 3D printer that is going to be given away. If you want to win a Bambu Lab 3D printer, you first have to follow me on MakerWorld, which is Bambu Lab's model sharing platform that I'm on. We just hit a good 200 followers on there, a little bit behind our 377 that we're trying to get to 500 here on YouTube. But yeah, that's enough points right there for me to give away at this moment a 3D printer. So when the YouTube channel, let's view my channel. When we actually hit 500, you can see we're sitting here at 376. We had a nice month where we gained a bunch. As soon as we hit 500, we're going to do the Bambu Lab giveaway. So please like this video. To enter that contest, all you have to do is comment on any of my videos with my dog's name, Milo Ren. And I'll give you a number, and that's going to be a number that I want you to hold on to for the giveaway, because when that giveaway comes out, we're just going to draw numbers, and then I'm going to message you on Bambu Labs MakerWorld. You can see here there's a really cool DM section where I can go ahead and DM you the codes that you can use on the Bambu Labs store to get your printer. Hope this wasn't too long and drawn out of a video, but definitely glad I could share it with everybody. Let me know in the comments how you feel. Like the video. If you're new here, please subscribe for more. Support me and keep the dream alive. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next one.